Hello, and welcome to Adapting and Adopting, a podcast. Adapting and Adopting is a mediated feature of conversations with older adults in our communities. Over the series of this podcast, I will feature interviews with 8 individuals in largely their raw and uncut form, providing context when needed, but really providing older adults a voice of their own. Before we begin, it is important to situate ourselves in the community, specifically Saddle Ridge, Taradale, and Martindale. These 3 communities have over 60% immigrant populations, largely coming from India, the Philippines, and Pakistan. Most of the people living in these communities are young and working age, and as such, older adults are often left out of community conversations. My name is Joshua DeGuglielmo, and I am an undergraduate researcher at the University of Calgary. Being a lifetime resident of Saddle Ridge, having volunteered at the Saddletown Library and the Saddle Ridge Community Association, I saw these gaps firsthand. What started out as a research project underneath the supervision of Dr. Aisha Mian Akram in the sociology department, focusing on older adults' experiences with technology, grew beyond what we could have imagined into conversations of life, community change, and finding place in these communities. Over the summer of 2025, I conducted interviews with community members and leaders at the Genesis Center, the University of Calgary, and in their own homes. The following interviews were recorded with the consent of participants and approval by the Research Ethics Board that this podcast was going to be produced, and seeks to represent the community members as they represented themselves, authentically, and in their own words. Our 4th episode today features conversations with 2 working men who find themselves on the opposite sides of technology adoption. Baljeet works in textiles in Mumbai and is attempting to get his permanent resident status. For Baljeet, technology provides a sense of ease never before seen. Chris is a domestic migrant from British Columbia who works as a tile setter and has lived in North-East Calgary for the past 25 years. Chris is also my father, and it was a pleasure to get to hear his thoughts on research rooted in the community. We will begin this episode with excerpts from Baljeet's interview that he did with his wife, Harneet, who appeared in the last episode.
I am Baljeet from Mumbai, India, and I am come here to visit my son. I stay in Mumbai, and I'm doing my work as a textile.
Okay.
We deal in textile, and nice work was there.
Awesome.
Very nice work. Now we have come here to visit son.
That's great. And did you also grew up in Mumbai? How was that experience for you?
No, we are from. No, I was not born in Mumbai.
Okay.
I was born outside, but I came in Mumbai at 13, at the age of 13.
Where did you grow up then?
We gave it at Bihar. In Mumbai, it's in India. Patna Sahib, called as Patna Sahib.
Nice. Awesome. And how did you find that transition going from there to in Mumbai?
We shifted in Mumbai in 83.
Okay.
1983. We shifted from there. From Bihar, we shifted to Maharashtra.
And I guess I'm going to kind of shift a little bit into what type of entertainment did you guys like?
Me, I have just come back to that last 15 days only.
Okay.
So I am now accompanying my wife. Whatever she says, whatever where she goes, I accompany her.
Wonderful. Easier that way, right?
It's very easy. Follow the lady.
Awesome. And so I know we talked a bit before the interview about you guys wanting to move to a neighborhood like Saddletown. What attracts you to that neighborhood?
Main is Gurdwara Sahib. That's so because we usually have the habit of going to Gurdwara Sahib every day because where we stayed in Mumbai, our Gurdwara Sahib was very nearby. So I had a very good routine of my friends doing Sukhmani Sahib part and attending Kirtan. That was a part of. So we want again. I just pray that I go near Gurdwara Sahib so that at least once in a day I can go and till we find something good to do, we at least are near God.
Yeah.
Yes, so that is my main attraction of going to Saddle Town.
That's wonderful. And so, how would you define technology?
Technology has actually helped us very much. I am in textile, and whatever we used to send samples before, we used to send by post. It took 7 to 8 days now. Now what we do with only WhatsApp, and we get the order. Very helpful now. Instagram, and Facebook, very good.
Yeah, it makes it so streamlined.
WhatsApp literally help us in our business.
Mm-hmm. And what introduced you to WhatsApp? Or who introduced you to WhatsApp?
WhatsApp, I think so it took 10 years back. No, WhatsApp came 10, 15 years.
Wow.
Yeah.
And so you guys were early adopters. You downloaded it right when it came out.
When it came out, our children helped us to download it. And then they taught us how to do it. So it helped my husband quite a lot, because earlier they had to keep persons to do the work, give sample from here to there. And the other person has to be at the shop and coordination. It's made easy.
WhatsApp make it very easy. But business also is very good.
You've talked a bit about the benefits of these technologies. What would you say are the biggest drawbacks in your opinion?
This is very good problem with the Facebook and Instagram. We keep on watching it, reels on. And this is very big problem with the children. They don't go down to play. This is what the basic is what we are facing.
Do you feel like that causes a generational divide between you and the grandkids?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
This is very big problem. The children also.
Yeah.
They keep on watching the Instagram and Facebook. And we are keeping ourselves busy like that only.
Yeah.
It's helped us very in many ways,
Yeah.
Like we have doing a textile business, we make a group. We don't have to call everyone for everything. It's in a group, and whatever you message send, it goes to everyone. You don't have to reply. Whatever, it's easier for us.
Yeah,
it makes us easier for business.
How has this change in technology made you feel?
It has made us feel good that we can now compete with our children. So if we don't follow that, our children will say we are so backward. So that way we feel we have to be with them. And
we are still backward from their side. They still feel we are very backward because we are very, but lesser used to that. Technology.
We can't yet use
all the things.
We can't use the iPads and all that thing. So they feel that we should update ourselves more. The laptops and all and computers. We are just all stuck to the phone. We are happy with that.
Do you want to adapt further?
I want to learn how to mail and a little bit I know that, but how to write proper mails and use iPads and laptops. Yes, I want to use laptops because just lying in the house every day, I feel I should give some time to laptop and to learn more things. Or some, because all courses nowadays are also on laptops. Like I had done ECC in Mumbai. So here also I feel I go to Vista Kids to do as a volunteer, update myself. There are so many courses online. So I feel I should do that and give myself more time on learning the new process.
Yeah, fair.
Yeah.
And how about for yourself?
It's the same thing.
Yeah.
Try to learn.
Yeah. Want to keep updated?
Yeah. You have to keep up till now. You have to do all the things for update.
And do you feel, Baljeet, that you're more driven to adopt because of work or because of the children?
Both. Work literally help us. WhatsApp literally help us.
Yeah.
Instagram and Facebook. Instagram will also help us. We have to post everything on Instagram. And children's behavior. Yeah. We have to be with children. We have to talk with them. We have to share everything with them.
Yeah. How do you feel like your practices using technology have changed since the pandemic?
in technology in COVID time, it's very help us in all the way. Matlab, every information you used to get from that WhatsApp app, we have to which area is safe, which area is not safe. We have to travel, we have to not travel, and all the things we were getting from this technology only.
And how would you say that your use or reliance on technology increased since the pandemic?
And all the way technology help us in our life, everything. Nowadays we need this technology. Now, before we were not so far away, we were not so in advance. Now we have to with the all the things, everything we should know about the world, what's happening. Before that, we don't, but हुआ नहीं हुआ, that's like that. No? You don't know everything. You will be all at the backward. You have to study. You have to be in time zone every time. You have to update everything.
So do you primarily use it at home then, or where do you use it more?
I am here. I came here last 15 days only.
Yeah.
So at home only.
Okay.
And where she goes, accompanying her.
How was it at work?
Yeah. How was your experience using technology at work, aside from the WhatsApp?
It helps all the way. No, it's technology. You have help all the way. If you don't have a phone, you wish something that you don't have. It's like that only. You can listen kirtan also on phone.
Yes.
Like you have to, but with WhatsApp, everything you can do.
We can do a part nowadays. Everything is on the phone. So we don't have to carry a good kasam all the time. So that is a very biggest advantage, because getting from Mumbai and then all these holy books have to be kept in a good, nicely. And when you come, you're bringing from Mumbai also from our place, then they have to come in a proper respect. And we have so here it is good that we can do we can do a prayers on WhatsApp also.
Awesome. Yeah.
And the translation is also there. So our children, those who don't know Punjabi, so
it's in English also.
In Hindi also. My husband English also doesn't know Punjabi, so he does in Hindi. But at least that way you're connected to God in some way.
It's great. Yeah. That's cool. These hidden benefits, right?
Hidden benefits. Yes.
That's great to hear. So you guys mentioned a little bit the cost being a barrier. Do you feel like these barriers have changed with time? Because you mentioned that it used to be a lot cheaper. It is cheaper in India. Yeah. What do you say is the biggest barrier to accessing technology over there?
With the age, like I'm 54, so numbers also keep. My husband has got both the eye operation also done. So then we have to be real careful about transactions.
E-transaction, Gmail and all that, we have to put on the phone. So we have to be very careful. And frauds are very much in India. There are very much frauds.
And how do you feel like, specifically Baljeet, with your eye, how do you feel like that impacts your technology use?
I'm lesser to the phone. Mostly I have to do only on WhatsApp. On WhatsApp for our business. That's all.
Do you limit your phone use during the day?
Now we have free that, but it increases. Otherwise, it was lesser in India. If you are busy, you watch lesser, no? It's like that only.
I guess moving on a little bit here, what services would you like to see put in place for people over 50 to better adopt technology?
We'd like the alphabets to be a little bit bigger. That works, help in our eyesight and all. Yes. And I think the WhatsApp is good, Facebook is good, and Instagram is fine. Some helpline, that would be nice for us seniors. Then we can, like immigrants, some group or something is formed, then we can, just form a group and be together, pray together, and like sometimes go to a garden. And that would be nice.
Yeah, like a mutual support group. Yeah. Would you like to see that kind of implemented in like a public setting, like at the Gurdwara or at the library kind of thing?
Yeah, library sort of. We near our house, there's a Prince Island Park also, but there also I've seen many senior people coming, or like children, teenagers also coming, adults coming. So that way, even if we have something like that, people over 15 coming over to the garden and just walking around, then that would be a great help for us.
That's awesome. And so how do you think that people who are your age or maybe your mother's age
Yeah.
could be influenced to adopt more or?
Yes, we can influence. But I think so. First of all, there should be cost cutting. Like we
Yeah.
are from India, so now my husband is also looking, but we feel that everyday expenses coming so much.
Mhm.
Like as I've said, like children are just started off. So, have to call money from India. So then we have all the expenses are very much. So I feel there should be little cost cutting. The first thing. So and that way we can use it. Like now we are most of the time because he will just sit at home.
Mhm.
So I have to take him along with me everywhere wherever I go.
And that's kind of the end of my questions I have for you. Is there anything else that you'd like to tell the world that I haven't discussed with you about technology use?
No, I think so. You have covered up quite a lot as we had. Yeah.
Anything?
Okay.
Perfect. Is there anything else you'd like to add about your own experience that I missed?
Yes, we have covered up all the points, and I have things to
Perfect.
said a lot about my life also.
And I'm very grateful for it. So thank you very, very
We had a
much.
very nice chat. Thank you so much.
Very nice
Thank
talk to you.
Yes.
Thank you. And now we hear from Chris, community member whose technology use has largely been defined in relationship to his work and mobility. While also focusing on his non-use practices, he sheds an exploratory light into the use practices across generations.
Well, my name, first of all, is Christopher DiGuglielmo, and I grew up in Nelson, British Columbia. And I went to high school, elementary school there, and moved here in Alberta in probably 1986. And I was currently working, and I still am working, and that's about it.
What year did you move to Saddle Ridge?
I probably moved here in 1999.
Nice.
Yeah, 2000. Yeah, so and we've been living here ever since.
How do you find the neighborhood?
I find the neighborhood like delightful. It was quite a bit different when we first moved here because it was just like a spontaneous little drive here one day, and like there wasn't many houses at all. So I came around this neighborhood, and there's just a few show homes, and it was like an older community, which I was quite shocked to find out about. And I just found it terrific, and we were looking for my beautiful wife. We were looking for a new place to move away from other place in North-East Abbeydale. So once we found this location and we were able to find a suitable builder for ourselves, we built a nice little house here, and we've been living here ever since. We have a magnificent son, and I love him so very much, and he's brilliant. He's the smartest person I know.
Would you like to talk about how much the community has changed over the time we've lived here?
Well, it's changed quite a bit. There's like lots of schools and just a whole flavor of different people that have moved here, and lots of the people that we have met here just have been lovely. But it's just it's just a ethnic kind of just not a soup bowl, but it is what it is, and for the most part, it's really lovely. I just except for the hail that we get here, I don't really like that too much. But other than that, it's a beautiful community. I really love it. Like we had any trouble, like I think we would have moved by now. So it's been over 20 years that we lived in this awesome community. So that's about it.
How long do you plan to stay here?
I'm not really sure. I haven't really given it that much of a thought, but I don't know. We seem to be happy here for now. So I think we'll just stay and just ride it out and just enjoy our beautiful life here.
What do you do now?
What do I do now? So I'm a tile setter. I've been a tile setter since 1986 when I moved here. So I was fortunate enough to like be taught by some brilliant people that were just so talented and took the time to show me the trade. And my father was so pleased because I was just a rock and roller from the past. So my dad was just like, you have to get a trade. You have to get a trade. So I was very fortunate to line up with somebody that was able to take the time and teach me that. So I was very pleased. And I'm still doing that today. And I'm very fortunate. So my body's holding up pretty good. And I like keeping active and fit like that. So
That's great. And how do you keep entertained?
Entertainment, well, to say I like well, not so much these days, but like bike riding or just like physical activities. I love to play a little bit of ball or a little bit of hockey, but not so much like on the ice, but yeah, just a little bit of sports and stuff like that. Walking is like a good one. And movies is always good. I love going to movies. That's classic. Or movie days like that is classic. I just love stuff like that. Or actually even theater. I love going to the theater, like downtown, and just like dress up a little bit and it's like stuff like that's a classic. Especially with my son, is just like it's awesome. I really really enjoy stuff like that. Or concerts once in a while too.
Sorry to go back a little bit. How do you find Saddle Ridge different from? This is my mistake. So sorry.
No, that's okay.
How do you find Saddle Ridge different from growing up in Nelson?
I'd have to say, well, Nelson being like a smaller community, and once again, there was lots of just different people. I really didn't see it as like I just when you're growing up, your friends are friends, so you don't really see like the places that they're from, and you don't see that stuff like that. So I think I kind of was brought up that way. My parents were pretty like not strict, but they just like love everybody and just be, you know. I think Saddle Ridge, it's just grown so big and so large, like over the years. So like even the population within Saddle Ridge is like the same size as, I'm not really sure, but it's the population is like crazy from when I first moved here. But I think for the most part, people are pretty good. And like I said, just like a lot of different people that have moved here from different places. So East Indian people, Filipino people, and just hardworking people.
It's a beautiful ethnic landscape up here. Yeah. Even
Wasn't really sure how to phrase that.
No, it's good. When you hear the interview with Greg, Greg talks about
Greg Steiner.
Yes,
magnificent person.
He is a magnificent person. You've only met him a few times, but
he's always been pleasant to me and a well-rounded figure of this community too. Like he's been around here since early '60s, and yeah, his stories are fabulous, and he's always taken the time to be like just a awesome stand-up character for this community and for you guys as well too. Just like invited us to dinner, like we always, well, not myself per se, but you and Mama Angie Bailey. So she participated quite a bit, and like I said, it's just changed so much since he's been here, and I'm just so I can't believe that he's been around for this many years and just still been doing the same thing for the community. It's like it's amazing. Like he's a godsend, like really.
Yeah. How would you define technology?
How would I define technology? Well, I'm per se, I think I like technology, but I think once I was in high school, I'd like I knew it was coming. Just like, and we kind of like, it wasn't like the teacher said like this is going to be the computer, it's coming up, and that was probably in 1980, 82, and I think one of the first computers was brought to our school. So we kind of had the awareness that it was coming. So one of our teachers was just like, kind of like get fixated on this and try to learn this. But I don't know, I think some of us were just like, just being we'll just hold up. I don't think it's that important right now. We didn't really see the big picture of it. But as time went by, just like I think, I don't know, I'm really naive, I'd have to say. I don't think I'm maybe a little bit scared, but I never really grasped the whole thing of the technology as per se of the computer itself. Like, so I'm kind of reliant on my son and my wife to help me out quite a bit. So I'm not one to jump on and kind of like I'm not a laptop person by any means. So I'm just So as far as technology goes, I'm more about just a telephone person. That's probably about it. Yeah. So I'm 59 now. So do I have regret? I think it would be nice to, I don't know, just like I said, I don't know if it's being lazy or scared or just like not really grasping it when I had the chance to. I think I should have kind of taken the reins there when I had the chance. When I was a little bit younger, I think it would have been easier, but I think, I don't think it's sliding, but I think I can do it, but I don't know if I don't like to say lazy because I don't feel lazy, but just when I think about it to myself, I think in that regard, I think I am being a little bit lazy-ish. It's like, just like, because I see other people, and there's like lots of people that I know at work that, and like at my workplace, it is so computer oriented. So, but some of the people that I work with that are in the trade, they're basically the same as me, like not the same age, but some people are the same age, but they're kind of in the same boat.
A little more reluctant to adapt.
Yeah. But just like I said, the thing is, like, I think about it quite a bit. Like, because it's all around me. Like, I see it all the time, and I see people on the laptops and stuff like that. And I know the importance of it, and just like I said, I'm not really sure what it is. Like, I'm not. I don't think my hands work good. I can work all the keys and stuff like that. I'm sure, like, easy enough, and I have a great teacher that would teach me and has offered to teach me. But just like I said, just the time to do it. Sometimes I get home, I'm a little bit tired or not frustrated. We'd like to cook and eat fabulous meals and stuff like that.
So you mentioned a little bit about like biggest benefits of technology then.
Biggest benefits of technologies. Well, for myself, what I really like from, I don't know, as opposed to being younger, like I know there's so many attributes of like technology that it's mind blowing to me. But one of the simplest things I think for me is just like I just picture myself when I was younger trying to get around, and it was a nightmare. So having GPS is wonderful. It is like, it's amazing how this thing can just calculate. You can set this thing up in your vehicle or whatever before you start driving, and get perfect directions, and just like by a voice. It's just, to me, it is simply amazing. And there's, like I said, that's just one of the things that I just I'm appreciated. Like, I appreciate that so very, very much, is to have that, just because I go to so many different job sites, like probably one job site every week, and it's all over the city. So it's not a simple little task of like going to one location. So to have that is like amazing. And like I said, there's so many different attributes to the computers and stuff like that. So
I remember every year for Christmas, me and Mama would buy you a new map of the city.
Yeah. And the funny thing is, it's one of those fold-up maps, and so it would have to be folded like a particular way.
Yeah.
And like lots of times I'd have like every job site I had like the little red mark on it, so it was like pretty fascinating to see, all the little places that you worked at, as long as the map held up.
What would you say are the biggest drawbacks of technology then?
I just think maybe in my perspective, I'd have to say just people that don't use it wisely, negatively, and just for maybe their personal gain. And I think, I don't really like that. It makes me sad. It just like, it kind of makes me angry. But like, once again, I don't really understand the whole web of that whole thing. But just when I hear stuff like that, when people are just like taking advantage of people like that, I really, really, I don't like that at all. So if I had a way to change something, and if I had the strength and computer ability, I think that would be amazing if I could go, hey, I'm going to turn on the computer and I'm going to change things today.
I like that. So when you say like taking advantage of other people, what exactly do you mean by that?
I'm just like, I don't know. I don't think I really have a pure example of that. Just taking advantage of people, just like getting them to give them money or whatever, or just stalking people, or just.
I do want to know how you were introduced to more modern forms of technology. You mentioned about being introduced to the computer in your classrooms.
So as more modern terms in regards to
like your cell phone.
I think it was more like when I first started seeing it, there was a thing called the pager, and it seemed like a necessity. And then when the cell phone came out, I think it was more about want, to be honest with you. Like, it was just like, ooh, this thing's flipping cool. And just all the things that you could do with it. It was, it was amazing. So it was more about, I think it was more of a want to begin with, because I can't remember exactly the year when it came out quite a few years ago, but just when it was accessible to me and people that we knew, I think it was more of a want and a need. And then once you started getting used to it, and actually some of the phone bills were quite high, to be honest with you, but it seemed to be, it was quite a necessity after a while, and you used it quite a bit for work. So, and then once texting came in, it was just like, I just can't believe how that whole situation turned around as well.
Which technology do you primarily use for work?
Primarily is my cell phone. That is it, primarily. And when I come home in the evening, Angie, my beautiful wife, she usually has the computer, and if there's something that I need to do for like sometimes you have to close out a job, so you have to do that basically. And I could probably do it on the cell phone, but it's probably just better for just to do it on the computer. So she gives me a hand with that, or pretty much she does it. I don't have to say.
Which applications do you use?
WhatsApp.
That's all good.
Yeah.
How do you feel about WhatsApp?
It's not too bad. I think WhatsApp is once again that was started off with our work from. I'm not going to say the company name, but anyways, it was you pretty much had to get on with the WhatsApp, and I think pretty much everybody it kind of just creates this chat room kind of like thing, just like so if you have because lots of time there's probably like 20 different crews of tile guys and strip guys and carpet guys or whatever, but mostly just we're in conversation just with ourselves. So if somebody has a problem or a concern with a job or not really sure how to do it, they can just go on the WhatsApp and just like you can question, and usually people hone in and answer the question, or there's the bosses or whatever they get involved as well.
Nice.
Yeah, so it's a pretty good tool actually. So at first I wasn't really sure, wasn't really into it that much, but I find myself just when you hear your phone go off and it's just like, oh, what's this? And it's, I can help out, or I can try to get involved in something like that, or even with changing prices or something like that. Just anything that pops up on the job site, you're just ready to get on that little app. So it is convenient for sure.
Yeah.
I think the positives kind of outweigh more of the negatives, I'd have to say, because like I don't like to think I come home and complain about stuff like that, but it may be the odd thing. But I think for more so, I think it's just more. It outweighs the negative. I think for me, as much as I use the cell phone quite a bit. So
yeah.
The cell phone.
So, what has been the biggest change you've witnessed with technology?
I think I have to say, just the computers, just like seeing. I remember, like I said, the introductory back when I was in high school, and just seeing it come, and then kind of being out of that hiatus for what I was just kind of not self-absorbed into work or whatever, just trying to get. And then once I met your mama, Angie, there, she was just like, she was working at a job and just like she had a computer set up at home. So, and then I just found it like fascinating that all the things that you could do. And it was just like, it was such a small little computer, like, and I was just amazed at what you could do with it. Just like, it was awesome. But now it's just like, it has gone from that model. I can't remember exactly what model it was, but just to see it go to this laptop as opposed to like this bulky little thing that you set up on your desk. It was, and the printer, but now just to see this laptop, how much it's changed and how fast you can get information and how much you can do like you do your work. It's amazing how fast and like accurate, and it's changed so much and so fast. Like,
what has been the biggest change with your practice over the years?
I'd have to say I haven't really done much. I haven't done anything, and that's once again, like I think I can touch base with this before. I just feel kind of, I don't know, feel guilty, but I just wish I kind of engaged a little bit more and learned. Like I said, I don't think I don't know why I don't engage with it. I really don't know.
Would you say that you're using technology more after the pandemic, or?
Let's see.
Do you think you're using it about the same?
I think probably about the same. I think during the pandemic, I think when we were sitting at home kind of like thing for the couple of weeks, I think ourselves and other people definitely used it more for sure, because what else are you going to do? Just like some people they had to keep working or whatever, is to pump down and watch the TV. I don't think I think we did a movie night thing, but I think definitely we just we're hard workers. Let's like everybody, but I think just buckle down. I think so. I did get like an older computer, and during this time, these guys did set it up on the kitchen table for me, and they started getting me to type, and it was getting pretty. I was getting used to it, typing and stuff like that. And so I was set on a mission to do a little bit every day, but once again got busy at work and just kind of put it aside, and here we are again. But like Josh is like, you're such an amazing teacher, like, and you just have the patience to do stuff like that, and I appreciate it so much. And you don't heck all the time, but it's like you do, like you realize the importance of it, but you just like, you should take the time just to learn a little bit more. And you're just always said, just like, I'm here for you to teach you if you want to teach, if you want to learn.
Thank you. What do you think the biggest barrier for you in using technology is?
Just maybe time, and just everybody wishes they had more time, but just to sit down and just slow down. And I think I just like to learn things at my own speed, I think. So I think maybe that might be just a deterrent, maybe a little bit, just for me, just like not certain expectation of how I'd like to learn things. I just had my comfort level, I'd have to say. And I'm not really, I don't think I could sit and look at the screen all day. I'm just not that person. Just like, I think it'd be cool just for a little bit, just like to do it, and just like I'd be interested, but I'm more of I like just to keep active and moving, but just to stare at that screen, I couldn't do it all day. Like my eyes would like I couldn't handle it. Like it could probably give me a migraine, to be honest with you.
And what do you think barriers for other people in the community are?
Money, or just it just seems like computer, like it just seems like everybody knows how to use it. But
what about people who are over 50?
I think I said that to you before. I think not all people, but I think lots of people that are in my workforce. It's just it's amazing actually how I can see so many people that are in the same. Like I ask people, just like, you use the computer, just like, I don't know why. Just like I don't know if I'm just trying to make myself feel better, or I'm kind of like I'm fishing a little bit. Kind of see, it's like, are you in the same kind of snare that I am in? So, and like everybody's the same. Like I know they can't just set up the computer at work and just like, because we're so quite busy, right? So everybody has their phone and what they do on their phone, and they can retrieve everything that they have on their phone. But I think that most people that I talk to, there's some people that have computers and just like they just do like simple stuff on it. It's like it's nothing like what you do, or just like, or what your school does, or what mama does. It's like it's probably just basic stuff. And once again, they're probably my age ish. So, and they're like, I'm 59. I feel great for 59, but there's some people that they're probably 45 and they're 50, and they're actually the same way. It's just like, it's amazing that they're within like that 10-year, 15-year age gap that are in the same scenario that I am in. And they just, I don't think they like the computer. They don't say they don't like it. It's just like, they just either don't have time for it, or they just like, once I said, they just do more simple stuff and just like about it.
Yeah. And what about for people in Saddle Ridge?
I don't know. It just seems like if you want a computer, you can get a computer, but maybe I'm just thinking maybe probably the same kind of situation that I'd be in. It's like, it just depends how large your family is, or the willingness of the family members that would take time, like yourself, to offer to take the time just to teach you. But I think there probably is barriers for sure. There's just got to be like, for me to go house to house and just like, I'd probably find that there is barriers for sure. Just like, I think probably people move here from another country and there's probably the same situation, right?
Do you feel like these barriers have changed with time?
Absolutely. Yeah, I think so.
How so?
Barriers being just like, it's just harder to learn. Things are just moving so fast. Like, it's unbelievable. Like I said, just like how it just started off with small computer, and just like, it's like lightning how fast things have like. So I think that alone could be a barrier. Just like, it's hard to keep up, but I think it would be very hard to keep up. But once again, like I think for the most part, people, family, once I said again, are just like, they're willing to teach you, but I think definitely there would be a barrier for sure. So
what do you think are the differences between people who are like your age, like you said, that 45 to 60 kind of range, and people who are maybe older?
It's amazing that you say that, because just hearing some stories and seeing some people, like even from you were saying as well, just like when you go to the community center, just like there's some people that they embrace it, just like, or sometimes they just like to maybe it might be, I'm not really sure, but maybe if your family is, this, to me, I think this has a lot to do with it. Like if you have family and you really like to keep in touch with them, and just like a phone call is always nice, but like seeing them like on the screen on the computer, I think that would make me learn right away. Like, as I'd be just like, yeah, I'd love to have that little video, little session, and just like, I think I'd overcome some of those barriers like that really fast. Like, because I'd learn to do that. If he is my father,
Yeah. Sorry.
and he was a lovely, lovely, lovely man.
Yeah.
And Josh loved him so very much, and we came from a rather large family, so family of 9, and we had no technology like this at all.
Yeah.
Back in the early days. So I was born in 1966. So holy smokes! So it's amazing. So like I said, we had the telephone that was wired to the wall, and that was our technology. That was our lifeline.
Yeah.
So and as far as Grandpa Jimpy, lovely person. He was just more of a fisherman, avid fisherman, and just he loved the family and he loved to cook. He just was such an awesome cook. Like I said, there was none. So just
But he never got a cell phone either.
no, he never ever did. So even when I used to go down for trips, when we used to go down together and with Mama. So like he'd see the cell phone and I'd kind of like push it towards him and he'd just like, what the hell's that thing? What do you do with that goddamn thing? So he couldn't be bothered with it. Just like I think he found it kind of fascinating, but I think he knew through my sisters and my brothers, like everybody pretty much had one. But I think he was fine with not really getting attached to it. He's like he knew what it was and what it was all about. But if I gave it to him and go like dial Heidi's number or somebody,
Your sister,
he wouldn't be able to. He wouldn't be able to do it.
He could do a lot of things, but he just didn't want to adopt that
yeah,
far,
that's
which
true,
is
that's
fine.
true.
Yeah.
So maybe I got that from him a little bit, maybe. But like I said, I just can't really get away from it. I don't think. Just like as much as I don't want to, I'm not trying to escape from it. Just like I should embrace it. And I have a like lovely teacher. He could teach me everything. But like I said, one of these days,
One
won't
days.
be long.
One of these days.
Yeah.
Do you think that there are accessible resources regarding technology in the community?
I'm not really sure. I think probably if you went to the community center over here, I'm pretty sure that they would. I'm sure that they have the sources there and people that would gladly help you out. I'm sure of that. So like even for I think something like that, I'm pretty sure for seniors or whatever, just like that would be magnificent just to go over there and just like it doesn't have to be like a program per se, just go, just to get people to go over there and hang out and just like, hey, here's this over here. Just like, do you know how to use it? Do you know how to do this? Or just like, not poking and prying, but just simplify it and just like, hey, just here it is. And it's like, oh yeah, by the way, just like do some activities and just yeah, I'm pretty sure that they would have access to computers and yeah, like I'm sure in the library, right?
Yeah.
Because I think especially if there are people that are my age, I think they would love to. It's not like they're going, dang it, anyhow, I don't want to learn that crap. I don't want to have anything to do with it.
Yeah.
I'm sure people aren't that way because they know, they see the importance of it. And it is becoming like a life, not a lifeline, but it's just like, it's in our lives now. It's part of our life.
Is there anything you'd like to share about your experiences with technology that we didn't talk about today?
Only thing I think that I'd like to share once again is just like, as long as it's like used in a greater sense and just not a negative way. That's the only thing I think that I'd want to push. But just like I said, it's just things are moving so fast, and I think with the media too, you always hear like, I don't know, the world's just growing so fast as well. So I think you always hear more of the negative connotations of it. So, but and it's not always that way at all. So like I know that, so you have to take that with a grain of salt. But I just want to make sure that it moves upward and just in a healthy way, just to make it this that way.
That's great. Well, thank you.
Thank you so very, very much. And thanks for taking the time. And hey, it's just like a radio station here. Just like I got this cool mic set up in front of me. It's just like,
It's pretty cool.
Feels like we're in the studio.
Thank you. Baljeet and Chris, in tandem, shed light on the benefits of technology accessibility and work, and how it can greatly improve mobility, whether that's for Baljeet internationally or Chris in moving across the city to get to jobs. No longer relying on physical maps has greatly improved their experiences. Baljeet, alongside his wife, is drawn to North-East Calgary to further a sense of community and religious practice. His use of technology has broadened his scope of work and made accessibility key. Although he highlights the concerns of technology overuse alongside his wife, who often find themselves scrolling on Facebook and WhatsApp for hours, he sees the immense benefits that it can bring. Chris, on the other hand, sees himself as a bit behind the curve on adoption. In contrast, he views himself as an under-user, citing a lack of time or mental capacity after work to take the time to adapt to newer technologies. While also focusing on the generational differences between older adults versus younger older adults, Chris sheds light on how technology adoption can look different for different types of people. I thank you for listening, and a massive thank you to Baljeet and Chris for their participation. A big thank you to Anisha and the Workland podcast space for allowing us to use their studio to record. As well, to my cat Ninja, who has been assisting in the editing process of this episode. In our next episode, we'll feature interviews with Mila, a mother who works in food and health inspection, and Angie, a mother who works in HR, as we examine the interplay of technology adoption for older, white-collar working women.